I'm here. Sorry about that, guys. I had a little difficulty. I gotta put in the right hashtag. Bear with me. I'm here. Sorry about that, guys. I had a little difficulty. Oh my god. I gotta put in the right hashtag. Bear with me. Can you hear me? Hey. Hey, Ron. Can you turn the TV off? I can hear myself. Can you hear me? Hey. Hey, Ron. Did I spell Christmas? Warrior Christmas? I think I spelled it right. Okay, here we go.
Hey guys, sorry, it was all my fault.
Oh, Lord, help me. I'm a little rattled, but I'm okay. Hi, guys. So it's not a warrior wedding that we're doing tonight. It's a warrior Christmas. Little miscommunication. Oh, God. Hey, Sandy. Sorry I'm a little late. He just walked out. I'll tell him you said hi, Christine. Oh, hey, Kathy. You got your new internet? Yeah, I'm a little rattled. Aw, we do anyway. We do. Hello. Hello, guys. Yeah, Donna messaged me and she's like, didn't we already do a warrior wedding? And I was like, yeah, why? I didn't, because I didn't see anything yet. And and then she says, for your live, didn't we do that already? And I was like, yeah, I think so. And then I looked at the screen. I was like, oh no. And I said, no. He said, you said a warrior wedding. I said, no, I said a warrior Christmas. Gabby's finally on time and I was late. So we are talking about a warrior Christmas and I just listened to it. I just finished it yesterday while I was in the car running around. Oh, God. I know, Audrey. It is pretty cool. Hey, Silka. Yeah. I'll take credit on this one too, Donna. I seen that and I was like, oh my God, that's perfect. Yeah, I started listening to Bishop. And the reason why a Warrior Christmas and Bishop are on the same audio is, yes, Cody is on comment duty. Thank God. I know, Gabby. That was a good one. Sorry, I'm really thirsty. Stress. um, so the reason Bishop or a Warrior Christmas and Bishop are together is because when they do audio and it's from Tantor Media, a Warrior Christmas was too small. So I just told them to add it with Bishop. So hey Brooke. So that's why they're together. And if they do buy any the rights to any more, then that's going to happen with the smaller ones. It could also maybe well, I don't know. I don't want to say that yet. So I'm going to shut up. But everybody's saying hi to you, Cody. So yeah, it's been one of them days. Yeah, I wasn't I got a little behind yesterday. I didn't do a whole lot of work yesterday. I had a headache all day. I think Cody's speaking as me, but he puts hashtag Cody. Um, but yeah. Yeah, I tried to get as many of them in this one as and when I do these, like the Warrior Halloween and the Warrior Christmas, and even Warrior Wedding, which was a problem tonight. Um, I try to, I do my best to add everybody in there. And then in A Warrior Christmas, I introduced a new warrior. Hey, Tia. I thought it was sweet that with Sloan that what he did with Becky and brought her son and his new girlfriend. Oh, okay. Hey, Brenda. I'm glad you told me who you were. Yeah, and I try to do that in the books if I'm going to introduce new warriors, which I'm probably going to get ready to do. But I'm also going to write some of the Guardians because I really want to get some of their stories out. Hey, Nora. So yeah. Let's see. The other thing that we saw was in A Warrior Christmas with Steve kind of coming to terms with what had happened to him. His mental state of being found, in such a position. Yeah, right. Riker kind of ticked me off when I was writing Lana's book. Yeah, I agree. Val and Kane both need books. Exactly. But yeah, I kind of wanted Steve to have his moment, and how he was trying to deal with what had happened to him. I and he is dealing with it, and but it's probably something that's going to stay with him throughout, some of the series. I mean, it was pretty traumatic. And that was a hard scene for me to write. My eyes are blurry for some reason. But it was a fun book to write. And actually I'll give credit to Donna. Donna's the one that came up with the idea. And at first I was like, no, I really can't. And then of course Donna and her ways. I started thinking about it more and more. And I started coming up with ideas, which is, I think that Donna knows that that's what happened. She puts this out there, and then I start thinking about it, and I'm like, that is a good idea. So you guys got A Warrior Christmas because of Donna. Yeah, Gabby, and I didn't want Steve to be like, I wanted Steve to still be Steve, but I also wanted him to have to deal with the after effects of what had happened to him. And I think probably when I get to the Mates book, Myra, more of that is going to come out. Hey, Chris. So everybody's thanking you, Donna. Donna is amazing. She ever thinks about leaving me for another author, I'm going to go to. I know where she lives. I will find you, Donna. I better keep Ron's desk clean. I get yelled at. I seen what you said, Silka. Yeah, yeah, he was having I guess an identity crisis. I mean, you know, I think with Steve, he kind of feels, I don't really want to say less than. Steve really has to fight for his place, I guess, like Jill, but in a different way. So he strung up chains on a fence, tore up and vulnerable, and for a warrior and somebody that's trying to gain the respect of all the warriors, you know, I mean, when I wrote that scene, I kind of tried to put myself in his place, and how would that feel? That isn't something that you would just get over once you started healing. You would still have, issues. Right, Audrey. And you know, I think more and more they do, but there's still those moments where they kind of look at Steve as a goof. And he is a goof. I wouldn't change that. Um, yeah. I can't really say a whole lot about that. Um, but yes, there's stuff going on in the background, and we are kind of attached with someone right now, but I don't want to say, out of respect of not saying what I'm I kind of have to be careful, and I want to respect this person. So until I get the okay to say, I'm not going to say anything, but it's not dead in the water. So things are moving. It's just with Hollywood and then COVID, you know, even without COVID, things in Hollywood move very, 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 very slow. I've learned that very quickly, that anything in Hollywood, I mean, some of the movies and things that we love so much, or TV shows, took years and years to go into production. So it did. It did change a little bit. He's slowly coming out of it, and I want him to come out of it because I don't want to change Steve. I don't think he needs to change, except maybe grow a little bit. But yeah, I know, that was fun. That was so fun. I love Jill. I love writing Jill. She'll be in Raven's book a lot. Oh, I love when you guys say you're rereading. That makes me feel so good. Let's see what else with the Christmas. Steve's pretty funny. I'm still going to be really careful about what I say about Lena's book, so I'm not going to get into too much of that. Um, because I know people, if they haven't read it yet, I don't want any spoiler alerts yet. Um, I'll give it maybe another week or two, and then we can kind of start talking about her book a little bit. Jill is the best, Michelle. And right, Chris. And the thing of it is, I'm finding myself, anything that I'm right, I have to have a Steve. I have to have that one goofy person. And I guess that's because that's my personality. So I'm very comfortable writing that. It's like Bruce, which I'm writing now. Um, Bruce the talking cat. I love that cat. And I'm not really a cat person, to be honest with you. I'm a dog person all the way. Um, but I love this cat. Right, Christy. Pam, to be honest with you, I don't think my audiobooks would be as good without I'm just so glad that Tantor Media was able to get Jeffrey K. Fur, because I've been listening too. It's easier for me to listen right now with me being busy writing, because I do it whenever I'm not able to write. I've got my headphones in, or I'm in the car. Even if it's just to go into town, I'm listening, and he just is the perfect warrior audio actor there is. No, Nora, I agree with you, and I do. I really enjoyed and I really felt the talk that him and Adam had in A Warrior Christmas. When Adam pretty much said, dude, I know you're not good. I know you're not good, but I've been kind of, you know, more or less letting him try to handle the situation, but keeping an eye on Steve. But you're not good, but I'm here for you. And I thought that was a cool moment because you don't get a lot of those moments with these guys because they're so alpha. You don't get it with each other, I guess. I know, Tia. Um, yeah, I don't want to say, but there's something else that she's helping the kids with that's going to involve um the Warriors and the Guardians here soon. And that was one of the readers that brought that idea to my mind. Oh, good. I'm glad you liked it, Michelle. Yeah. I know, Audrey. I agree. Because Damon, let's see, Damon, Jared, and Duncan. I found Jeffrey K for myself on ACX, and when I listened to a bunch of voice actors when I was going to do the audios myself, and I narrowed it down to 4 voice actors. I wanted a male. Um, and the main reason, because his voice is so deep, um, and he doesn't go over the top with his voice, and he hits the marks. And the other main reason that I picked Jeffrey Kafer was because he didn't make my female sound really whiny. Because that just drives me crazy. So he was the best one out of the other ones, and I went through a lot of voice actors. It drove me crazy. Then when I signed for, when my agent got me the Tantor Media thing, I was really nervous, and I said, before I signed, I went in the contract, and my agent agreed. I wanted my contract that I have a say on who the voice actor is, and they agreed. And then they came back and said, well, would you still want Jeffrey Kafer to do these? And I was like, oh my God, how lucky did I get? I said, yes, absolutely. So, but he's really busy. I mean, he's very sought after. That's why Charger isn't coming out until this summer. So, in which book? Yes, in A Warrior Christmas, Blazing and Trina are in this book. Let me make sure you're talking about this book. I think you are, Jessa. But if you are, I'll go ahead and tell you. So the way Katrina grew up in the MC, the motorcycle club. Oh, what was that? Oh my God, I broke the chair. Um, you know, she had a problem with Christmas. Okay, for instance, like her birthdays were usually ended up bloody. Her mom would try to have a party for her in the club. There was usually drugs, drinking, all that stuff. Ended up fights. So she didn't have, of course, a normal childhood. But Christmas was something her mom tried to make special for her and her brother. So when her mom was killed, even though Christmas was one of her favorite holidays, it was hard for her because it really made her sad. Um, oh, did they put that out? I didn't know they had a link, Donna. Thank you for getting that. I didn't know they had a link up already. Sweet. Um, So I kind of like those moments because, um, and then also in A Warrior Christmas, you see a little bit of her training, which you're going to see more of. Uh, yeah, there's going to be more of Katrina because I really like her character. Um, but you got to see, him trying to make Christmas special for her, and I really liked what he did with the room. While she was in the shower, she came out and it was all decorated. Yeah, Kathy, and honestly, I'm not a big fan of audio. It it has to be the right voice for me to listen. I've ended up because I get free credits, so I have a ton of audio. But honestly, if I can't handle the voice actor's voice, it just does me no good. Um, so yeah, I usually end up if I really really want to read the book, I end up buying the Kindle. Um, yeah, so I can read it because I just some, and I get really confused. A lot of people have asked me if I'm going to do a dual voice actors, and honestly, I don't like listening to voice actors or more in a book. Some people love it, and I'm just not into it. I get too confused, but that's probably just me. Um, but I don't think I will do that with any of my books. I think I will keep it with one voice actor. Not that anybody asked, but for your information, it's just not my thing. Yay, more Katrina. Yeah, I love Katrina. I love Blaze too. I know. I like them together. Yeah, you'll see more. You're going to see more of the females in Raven. I mean, you're going to see the dudes too, but you'll get a lot more of the females in Raven. They'll kind of bond together. I think that was through Melinda. Are you talking about the audio? The link that Donna just put up, if you're talking about the audio, I think is from Tantor Media. I don't know. I don't know if they do a pre-order on that. I don't get information on it. Hey Kenya, I know it was fun to write. Yeah, the audio. I think right now, I don't know, Donna, if you could check and see. I don't know if it's on Amazon or not yet. Yeah, I really enjoyed writing Blaze's story, and mostly because of Katrina. Because I like her power. Wouldn't that be cool to be able to have that power of controlling animals? I think that would be so cool. I agree, Kathy. Okay, Donna. Yeah, Melinda, I didn't think so. Usually, Tantor puts it out first. Um, is that a pre-order on Tantor? So you would think I would know this, but I don't. And that's what happens when you sell your rights to something. You kind of give up, um, a lot of stuff. But it's very expensive to have audio books done. I'm talking your voice actors can cost up to $450 an hour. And if your book is, it just depends on the size of your book. And Jeffrey Kafer, his price is up there, which hey, it needs to be up there because he's really good at what he does. So yeah, it gets kind of expensive. So you know, when you say, now the books are still mine, but with the audios, when you go with a company like Tantor, you know, you pretty much give out all, you know, control. And that's why I wanted in the contract added that I was able to have a say in the voice actor, because I I I would not have been happy if they would have had somebody that just didn't fit, you know. Not a whole, we're just shooting the breeze. I was late too. I was a little late. Audrey. I love it. He's really a cool guy. He's really a cool guy. I would really like to meet him. And I would, because I would really like to know if he's had to redo a few of the scenes, if I've ever made him laugh and break character. I think that sometimes when I'm writing. I wonder if this broke Jeffrey's character. Okay, so it's just to let people know. Got it. Yeah. I'll tell you what, that man's busy. That man's, because I know he um and I don't, like I said, I'm not for sure. I would have to talk to my agent about it, but I know he gets, you know, commission for like whole series and stuff like that. So he's a pretty busy guy. The weather is crap here. I can hear. Oh, I'm sorry, Nicole. Yeah, we had storms yesterday. I think that's why I had a headache all day. Yeah, I can't wait to hear it. I think it's June. Be right back. Okay, Silka. Oh, you're back? That was fast. Mm. And tonight, I do not have any authors tonight, so but I'm going to go over a few things that's going on. So probably about 10 minutes before we sign off, I'll go over all that. I hope so. I'm weird like that though. I think that when I'm writing for you guys, I'm like, wonder if they'll laugh at this. He really is. And he's just one of those voices that I can just listen to. Um Nor we were yesterday. Thankfully we didn't get anything bad, so keep us informed, stay safe. I love spring, but I hate the weather. I hate tornadoes. I hate wind. But yeah, uh, what was I saying? Shoot, I don't know what I was saying. I have no idea. But no, I do. I think when I'm writing stuff, I wonder if, you know, it more so if you guys are going to find it funny than anything else. I know I'm weird. I'm weird like that. I need a cough drop. All right, guys. What else? What else? Let's see. Warrior Christmas. Yeah, the Sloan and the little girl. I had to have Sloan have a moment like that. He don't get too many nice moments like that. What I think is funny when you guys tell me about your husband's reactions to my books. I actually had a really nice message. It's maybe been a couple weeks ago. And it's a married couple that travel to work together and they listen to my audiobooks in the car. And I thought that was friggin' awesome. So, and I know Mark, I don't see him on here tonight, but he's one of my he's one of my male readers, and that means a lot because this isn't, you know, my books isn't just for women. I mean, I have fighting, I have cussing, I have all kinds of stuff I think dudes would get into. I know you guys do get me, and that's kind of scary. Yeah, I know, Audrey. There's been some moments that I've had some moments myself because, like I said, half the time I don't even know how I even thought about ant balls. Who in the hell even thinks about that? I do. Oh, hey, 2-year-old granddaughter is more important. I know, Kenya. And then when I'm writing and I'm laughing, and actually, I was reading when I was going back through all the Magic and Mayhem books, the Wicked series. I was in there laughing, and Mom's like, "Bruce," so she knew. I'm like, "Yeah, that cat cracks me up." Jimmy probably thinks I'm crazy. Tell Jimmy I said hi, and we need to do lunch soon. I have your books, Pam. That's right, Brooke. Oh, that's cool. See that I love that. I love that, Audrey. I love that, Audrey. I'm having a hard time with names tonight. You guys forgive me. Don't get that wrong, Nora. I don't want people mad at me. Right, Chris. And sometimes I get tired of I honestly sometimes I get tired of writing the serious stuff. So thanks to Donna, these little, a Warrior Christmas and a Warrior Halloween. She wanted me to do a Mother's Day one, and I did say no on that one. Um, because I knew I had the Magic and Mayhem, the Wicked series coming up. Oh, Kenya, you got to meet Bruce. I think Donna can probably put the link up. It's if you go to my author page, you can definitely find it. But and it's not on KU. These are wide. Um, so it's not just Amazon. Victor. I just like the spelling that way. I thought it was cool. All right. Tell Jimmy I'm ready. I had a good time that day when we all went out. I know. We are all nuts. Absolutely right on that. I know, Kathy. I have no idea where I come up with that. I just thought it was freaking funny. When is Father's Day? Is Father's Day June? I don't know if I could do that by June. Is it June or July? I don't know, Donna. I'm scared. Kinda. What is it, Donna? Donna scares me sometimes. June. Um, yeah, I don't know if I could do a Father's Day one. There's a new series that I really want to start, and it's driving me crazy. I Cody's right. Me and Cody are writing in an anthology, and those are due September. So we'll have more info on that. We're both excited about that. I don't know, Cody. I can't remember how many authors are in this anthology. I can't remember. Oh, okay, Donna. Yeah, I do. I remember now. Donna, you start things. look so tired. I need to get eye injections or something. Cody's looking. There's quite a few authors. A few that I know. Yeah, we'll have a lot more. The closer it gets, we'll even have a what was that? Sorry, something just came over. Um I do. You know I do. Who is this? Who's my Facebook user? Hello. I think Cody's looking it up. So I'm helping him out here. You know what, Brooke? I had such a headache yesterday. I don't think it was really a because I could still kind of function. I didn't want to function, but I did. Um, but man, it was terrible, and it was all day. 11 or 12, yeah. So there's pretty many authors in this. So we're pretty excited. It's kind of a Christmassy thing. But yeah, we'll have more information. Actually, also they're going to do a tour. So if you're a blogger and you want information on that, I will get you the information. You can sign up to be on that tour. I haven't done one of those in a long time. I used to do those all the time. We were just talking about that. I don't think I can get a Father's Day. Donna wanted me to do a Mother's Day one, and I can't. And then somebody said a Father's Day one, and I don't think I can do that one either. I just have too much going on with trying to get this book done and Raven's book done. So, yeah. Hello, Facebook user. I don't know who you are. Tell me who you are, please. I want to know who I'm talking to. Hey, Sandy. I hope you're doing good. Thanks for stopping in. July 4th. Well, I have to get ready, Melinda, for some signings. I got signings coming up. No, I wish I knew the whole thing. I think I know the whole thing, and I don't know the whole thing. Yeah, I do kind of have an idea. Lena's book took a turn. I really wanted it to be a lot with Riker. And Raven said no and pretty much took over the storyline. The second storyline, I guess you could say, because Riker just wasn't talking to me, and she was, because actually I plan on Riker's book to be the next Warrior book, and it ends up that Raven is going to be the next Warrior book. So it's just weird how it happens. I think I know it, but I don't. And I think it turns out better that way. Because and I know this sounds weird, but I think the characters know more what's going to work than I do, if that makes any sense. Okay, Christy. I'll give you the information. Just remind me sometime tomorrow, and I'll get you the information. I know, Melinda. Maybe 4th of July may be doable. It would be a shorter one, like a Warrior Christmas and a Warrior Halloween, which those ended up being longer than I wanted. See ya, Beverly. Thanks for stopping by. Brandy. Okay. But yeah, I just kind of go with the flow when I write. And the first me and Cody were actually talking about this. The yeah, they do own me for sure. Um I can't write like I can't start at the middle. I can't start at the end and then go back to the beginning. I have to go in order. But the first couple of chapters kill me. It takes me forever to figure out what I'm doing. I delete more than I should probably. And it just takes me forever. But once I get those first 2 to 3 chapters, then I won't always say smooth sailing, but it's a lot. I'm more relieved. I'm more relieved. And for you guys that like the Guardians, there will be more Guardian stuff happening with Raven's book. So for those of you that like, yes. Um, and it is funny. Christy shared something today, and I had a character for the book I'm writing now, Wicked Obsession, and I was writing it and the name just wasn't I just wasn't jiving with the name, with the female character's name. And I ended up changing it. And she shared a book today and I seen it. The name of the book is Ember. And that's the name of this character. It was really weird when I seen that. I was like, okay, that's odd. You should. I always tell people if it's something that's in your head and you want to get it on paper, just do it. I don't care if you write, you know, I because believe me, I write a lot of crap and I delete. But I write it, I get it out, and then I reread it, and then I think, how could I word that different? Another thing that's helped me, and if you guys write, um, is listening. If you have a way on your computer, even though the voice is so robotic, still if you can listen um to what you've written, oh my gosh, that's helped me so much. That has helped me so much. Did you like it, Brandy? I hope so. I hope so. But yeah, I'm all for anybody that has stories in their head. Yes. And I don't even know how to say the name. Archeron from Sherilyn Kenyon is my number one favorite all time paranormal book. I love all her books, but that one killed me in a bad way and in a good way. It's a I'm not a trigger person. It take I I don't know. I'm not going to say, but anyway, there's a lot of things in this book that could trigger a lot of people. Um, but when I read it, it just made me feel for this person. And I know this stuff has happened in history. Um, and when I read things like this, that's the way I think. I like I like paranormals, and I think that's why I write like I do. I like paranormals to be as close to real life situations as possible. Um, oh, yes, I think that's what it was. I just remember that in the name of the book, and I just thought it odd because it was the same name that I picked for my female character. I'm talking minutes. I'm like, okay, that is. I guess it's meant to be. I don't know. I did. Thank you, Ashley. I had a hard time with this book. I asked Donna. I think I cried. even a few times, not because of the storyline. I was just freaking out. But I'm so glad I did. And you guys, he kept looking for the next page. So, especially with the Mates books, their story, if you think about it, their story is already finished. Their main story. I'm kind of my main thing with the Mates series is to incorporate it with the Protectors. Of course, you got to read them in order. But honestly, it's kind of like what's going on in that whole world, kind of behind the scenes. And at first, I wasn't going to add new things. And then I thought, no, I'm going to add new things because that's the way the story took me in Nicole's book. So, because I thought, well, maybe they could read this separate, then not in, not in order in the Protectors. I hope that makes sense. And I thought, no, I don't want to do it that way. I want them to read as if it's just an ongoing series. It's just like when if you watch Game of Thrones, if you've watched I don't know, Walking Dead, any show like that is an ongoing series. If it's a series, it's not done. You got to go to the next. I honestly, and some people hated it, I'm sure, the way I ended that book. I love the way I ended that book. It got me in the heart, and it leaves a lot of things open for what could happen with the next book in the series, which is Raven. So I don't like to do, did this character live or die in the book? And you end the book and you don't know. To me, that is a hard cliffhanger. I do soft cliffhangers. I like to call them that. Soft cliffhangers to where you want to read that next book. But you know what all's going on. You know something's going on with Raven, but exactly what? Why would I tell anybody that in a book that's not Raven's? Do you see what I mean? And I get that sometimes with and actually these mate books are longer than they should be. I wasn't going to make them as long as they are, but because there's just so much that I want to say and give and try to put a lot more of the characters in, they ended up being longer. Exactly, Chris, and that's exactly what then I've done my job as an author. I want you to want more. If you don't want more, then I haven't done my job. And and like I said, I want to be careful with what I say because some people are just now finishing the book or they haven't finished it yet. But I do want to talk about the way I did finish that, but I can't yet. Right, Audrey. Right. And I think it's important, really Lana and Sid's story's been done for quite a while. Did I say that right? Yeah. I was thinking, did I get the right mate and warrior together there? Long day. No, they're going to be driving the Warriors insane. And it's probably going to be in Raven's book, so just wait. I know, Ashley, that's what Donna tells me all the time. She's like, that's it? And she hasn't even read it. I'm like, I'm sending you the last 2 chapters. She's like, there's not more? I'm like, you haven't even read these 2. She's like, I don't care. I appreciate that, Pam. Thank you. And I know even, I know exactly. And see, I've never said anything to Cody. Cody just automatically did that with his books because he did that to me on the second book. I was like, what? I am so anxious to read the third one on his series. So anxious to read. But anyway, um Valentine's Day. When is Valentine's Day? Valentine's Day is over, right? I'm married. We've been married for 100 years, so we Valentine's Day is just another day around here. But it would be a good book thing. I know. I know. I like doing that. And there's some readers that don't like doing that. Don't like reading that. I think it's kind of cool because I think women rock. So, give them their glory every once in a while, I guess. February 14th. Yep, okay, so I'm going to say this now. So Donna, so I'm going to do a Valentine's Day Warrior book if I'm still around and writing. So mark that in your calendar. Cody is a good author. Zeus-ish. That's hard to say. That is hard. Zeus-ish. But yeah, I mean, but there are some people that do not like even soft cliffhangers, and I understand. I really do. But when I read a book, that's what keeps me coming back for more in a series. Now, if it's a um if it's a one and done book, it's not a series, then yeah, everything should be tied up in a nice bow. Absolutely. Um and even in my single titles that it's not a series, I've made into a series because people wanted to know more about a secondary character. And so I made it into a series. Um, did my camera just go off and on? That was weird. I seen Lee County Wolves. Yeah, we'll be doing Lee County Wolves too. Yep, definitely be doing more Lee County Wolves. And to me that was a soft cliffhanger. I don't even know if that's a thing. That's my thing. Hard cliffhangers, soft cliffhangers. Kenya, absolutely. So are have okay. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm reading this right. I think that's where. So are you with a publisher right now, Kenya? Um. Oh, thanks, Donna. Even Bruce the cat. But no, I mean I get it. Everybody's different. Every reader is different. Every reader likes to read something. I'm already over. I said 10 till. Oh well. Claiming Jade. You're not being a pest. Never. Never ever. I I know. Well, it muted, and now I'm getting a notification. Thankfully, when it mutes, so I can see it. Ghost again. I know. And then it looked like my screen went out. Now I'm kind of afraid because I have the red light in the back. Maybe I should change it. That looks a little evil. I know. I called it. I was probably talking with my hands again. It's just I'm a nervous, stressed out person, I guess. You're so late. Who are you? Who are you, Facebook user? User? Ugh. A blue? I'll try blue. You want me to do a blue one? Yeah, Kenya. I honestly, I don't. The only thing that I can say, and that's because I haven't been with a publisher, um, the only thing that I can say, and what I've heard from other people that have been traditional and they've gone indie because of the fact they have more control. Um, and when you are traditional and you have a publisher, you're almost doing as much work, if not almost everything, Denise. Hey, Denise. Um, as you have to do as an independent. Um, a lot has changed since indie has gotten popular. Um, so, like I said, I can't say a whole lot because I've never been with a publisher before, but I have talked to a lot of people that have. I do know some Colleen Hoover's one. She does indie and traditional, so she's kind of does that line in between. Um, so I talked to a lot of um yes, Brenda, I need to get that set up ASAP. I'm not real good with the sheets. Actually, Angie, God love her, does my sheets for Riders on the River. So I have to figure this out, but I'll have that up soon. So and I can't wait to see you also. But Kenya, yeah. And let me know if you have any questions. I don't mind answering anything. Yeah, Pam, I know. I miss doing those. I think I've done two. And then things kind of went haywire. And I haven't been back. But I really enjoyed the IRC. I know, I love that cover too. I think I drove Ron crazy on that cover. Hey Michelle, yes, I'm glad you enjoyed Lana. Yay. Okay, so real quick. I don't have it down here because of what happened. But I did get my proofs in for the paperbacks. They are available for Lana. And you can get an autograph. I'm getting ready to do a big order this weekend, and that's the prizes and these orders. So I'm going to be doing a big order. So if you want a autograph of Lana and you want it in this order, then you go to my website, teresagableman.com, and you just go to the autograph book pages. It's also available on Amazon. That will not be autographed. Let's see what else. Magic and Mayhem, the first Wicked book. Robin Peterman has made that 99 cents for a limited time. And usually before we do a new set of Magic and Mayhem books, she usually does a deal with the first books in the series. So mine plus other authors are up for sale. And Donna will put those links up when she gets a minute. That's for the autograph. I've heard that a lot, Kenya. I just read your thing. I've read about that a lot. You really need to be and like I said, I don't know what publisher or anything, and that's fine. But you have to be really picky and choosy. The way I look at it is when I make a mistake, it's on me. And that is part of being an indie is you have that control over everything. And I've made plenty of mistakes, believe me. Still making them, but I try to make it right however I can, and I have that power to do it. I don't have to go to anyone else. That's one of the reasons that I love being an indie. I get to say what's in my books, what I do, um, my covers, everything. And yeah, I mean, it's a lot of work, but still it's to me it's worth it. Would I love a big I don't know, big uh big old contract with a big old publisher? It just depends. Maybe. It's always been my dream to walk into a bookstore, which there's not a lot of them out there anymore, um, and see one of my books on the shelves. Will I ever achieve that dream? I don't know. I haven't given up on it. Um, but right now, what I'm doing, I'm happy with. So we'll see. Yeah, exactly, Kenya. I mean, you know, you just and until you're in that situation, unfortunately, you just don't know. And I'm sorry you didn't have a good experience with that. But you're not the only one. I've heard some stories. Um, but like I said, once you start going indie, if you have any questions, just let me know. The other thing is on Cody's cover for the second book um is up on all author for the May cover of the month contest. If you go to his author page, he is doing a contest that if you vote um in all three set because when on this there's like I think three sessions, correct me if I'm wrong, I probably am. If you vote in every session, then he's got a contest for you guys. So if Donna, if you can put up his thing, his link for his author page, I'd appreciate it. He's number 4 right now. And why this is so important. Okay. Sometimes it's really hard for us as authors because you guys do so much for us. And I don't know, sometimes it seems like we're always asking. But the thing of it is very hard for authors, especially newer authors, to be seen out there. Um, I published my first book, Damon, in 2011, and I still haven't reached as many people as I want to reach. It's just hard. When we do things like this, like these cover contests, I've seen people make some really nasty comments about, oh, these are just authors full of themselves and blah, blah, blah. No, these are authors that want to be seen. These are authors that really want. What happens is you're reaching like a whole different level of new readers. Whether when I'm in that contest, whether I get, even if I'm down in the bottom, my cover's still kind of being seen. But the more you move up, yeah, everybody wants to win first, second, and third. Of course, we all do. We're human. But when you hit those levels, your book is being seen by a lot of people. And to an author, that's their bread and butter. And that's why we ask so much. And I know, sometimes it can get, oh gosh, Teresa's in another contest. That's because I want to be seen. And you guys support us so much, and we appreciate it. I just wanted to explain a little bit why we do that. It isn't, really, it's not for any other reason than for us to be seen. Even for me, Cody being a new author and only having 2 books, he's just started out. This is a great opportunity for him on all author. Even for me, um, for me to be seen, I'm being seen by new people that may say, oh my gosh, this is book 17 out of the series. I need to go pick up number 1, and they can go on my all author page and see it. If you don't belong to all author, this is a great site for readers. You can find a ton of new authors to read, new books. If you are a writer, you need to get on all author. I tell all my author friends, why aren't you on here? I got Victoria Dannon, Kim Grosso. I said, you're crazy. You need to get on here. I told Cody, that's one of the first places you want to go. So, yeah, I mean, you guys are so amazing at, helping us and letting us get seen. So we appreciate it more than you know. I thought, yeah, I guess it will. I don't I don't know. I don't know, Donna. Exactly, Dora. And really, it's been hard. COVID, it's done some weird stuff, honestly, with book sales. But everybody's struggling right now. That's why I keep my book price as low as I can, as long as I can make it. I mean, if I have to go out and get another job and write, I will. But it's affecting everybody. The world right now is a crazy place. And any help we can get to be seen out there is appreciated more than you know. We don't have a publisher behind us, as indies. That's one thing, Kenya. I don't know how much your publisher put out there for you with your books and stuff, but as an indie, we have to do all that ourselves. We have to be seen ourselves. All author. Donna, if you can put Donna's got it up there. But yeah, if you guys can vote on Cody's cover and help him, help him hit and maintain that first, second, third position, that would be amazing. And his covers isn't stock photo. He actually has a guy from, I never can remember this, Cody. Where's he from? But he found this guy and he does all the artwork for Cody, and it's I was kind of shocked. I was kind of nervous. The Philippines. I was a little nervous at first. I was like, okay. And when he showed me his first cover, I was like, holy crap, that is freaking cool. And it's one of a kind, not like stock photo. So I was really proud of him for going out and doing his own thing. Doing his own thing. All right, guys. I think that was it. Was that it? Okay. Paperback. The Wicked series sale. The first book in the series, Wicked, is 99 cents. And then Cody's book. Oh, this guy is really talented. And he, the thing about Cody is, I'm going to have Cody on here. He's actually the 5th. He is doing the takeover. So you guys be there and support. What is today? That's tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Oh, where's the time going? He's doing the takeover tomorrow night on the page. Cody, I hope you remembered that. And yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. It is, Donna. I'm over talking again. Stacy, I have done that on Facebook, but honestly, I quit doing it because they were taking like 90 something, I think at that time, 90 something a month out with the same amount of clicks every single month. And I'm like, okay, how's that? It should be going up and down and weird. So I didn't see much from that at all. Mine is word of mouth. You guys help get me out there. You can't there isn't any way to say how much I appreciate you guys and what you do for me, and word of mouth, and talking about my books, and sharing things when we ask. Oh, I thought it was on the 5th. Okay, I lied. I thought it was the day before the 6th, which would be the 5th. All right, I'm done. Okay, guys, don't tune in tomorrow night because it's not tomorrow night. It's next week. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Cody, are you doing this to my computer? Cody's doing this to my computer. I think. Okay, guys. Here we go. I think I spelled everything right. This was quick. So hashtag Warrior Christmas. And here we go. You guys can go and put in hashtag Warrior Christmas. Am I still on? Anybody? Am I still live? Okay. You guys scared me. All lowercase, please. Hashtag Warrior Christmas. I hope I spelled it right. I'm sleepy. I need to wake up. It's all looking good, looking good. I just want to try to make sure that everybody does it right. So maybe I can talk Cody into next week being on with me. And you guys can talk to him about the second book. So if you haven't read it yet, get to reading. Donna will put up after we're done here, she'll put up the thing real quick for Cody's second book. All right. We got it. Here we go. Who's it gonna be? Stacy. Congrats, Stacy. And if you already have a Warrior Christmas, let me know and we will work it out. So just message me all that information. Yay. There we are. Sorry, I don't mean to be right up in your business there, but my back hurts, so I'm leaning on the desk. My Halls paper. I'm not going to leave it here. Oh, still go. Did you miss it? Oh, you'll get it. You finished the payroll. I hope everything's good. Kenya, I'm in tears. Just kidding. Oh, Lordy. All right, guys, I've gone way over. Again, I didn't even have authors tonight. Cheezel Pete's. So, yeah, maybe we can talk Cody into being on with me next week. He can talk about a second book. So, if you haven't read it, read it. It's a good one. I pulled rank on you, Cody. It's good. I'm excited. As long as he gets off work on time, that's true. Yeah. If he doesn't get off work next time, then we'll do it the next week. I know, I didn't even ask him. I'm just like, be here. He is. I just seen something. I don't know where it went. Do something warish this week. Oh, Lord. All right, guys, I'm getting ready to end broadcast. Okay. Oh, I'm glad. I do. I do too. I look forward to it too. And we'll try to get the right book up there for next week, which would be Bishop's book. So if you see something else, just know. All right, guys, I'm off here. Have a good rest of your week and weekend, and I will talk to you guys next week. Don't forget to vote for Cody's book, and I will talk to you guys later. See ya.